So in-game is here, and I see this guy coming around the corner in the snow. I catch his buddy out of the corner of my eye, and I go around here to flank, but wait a second, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the snow. I must not have worn my snow boots, and oh, I get killed. So it's very frustrating to get killed when you're stuck on an invisible object, but that seems to happen a lot in in-game. But what's going on, guys, in the works? And yes, snow seems to be my arch rival on this particular map. I don't know what it is, but Sabaline Pipeline has the most insane obstacles, and you can't even see them. Like, sometimes I'll be running around the corner, and I'll just stop, and I'm like, wait, my guy's just sitting there running in place. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Am I stuck? Especially on some of the ledges on this map, it seems like the snow, like, impedes you from going up on them. So that's been one of my qualms with in-game. It kind of reminds me of when I first started playing Aftermath. I would always get stuck on invisible pieces of rubble. Eventually I learned how to avoid them, so maybe I'll just have to do the same with the snow. But yes, in-game is finally here. We finally get a chance to talk about it. And I haven't made a video in days because I've been having some PC issues. But I finally got those squared away right in time for in-game. And, you know, I've really enjoyed these little anti-air Jeeps, or whatever you want to call them. I don't actually know what their true name actually is, but they're a lot of fun. They're really easy to destroy though, so I don't really think there's a huge problem in terms of them being too strong. I found that the secondary rockets, not the lock-on rockets, but like the ones that you can actually, you know, free fire, those things are absolutely beasts. Like, they don't seem to have a lot of drop to them, and you can take out helicopters pretty easily with them. So if you're a helicopter pilot, be on your toes for that, because I've already shot down, I think I'm going on 3 in the anti-air Jeeps, and I've shot down a couple choppers already with RPGs. It seems like people are flying really low on this map, and I noticed when I was in the chopper that the visibility isn't what it used to be. It seems like people blend in a lot better on these maps, especially on like some of the more lush maps. And look at me getting stuck in the snow on the dirt bike. But I don't know what it is. This snow is just not sitting well with my engineer, but people tend to blend in. A lot of the, you know, like the really green maps, people are really hard to spot, and it's kind of frustrating if you're a helicopter pilot. So I've noticed a lot of people have been flying low, which in turn means it's open season for people like me who tend to shoot down a lot of choppers, be it with RPGs or bullets. I've already gotten a guy with a sniper rifle actually out of the scout chopper earlier today as well. So I've got quite the resume so far. So you chopper pilots out there, be careful. Don't fly low like some of these guys I've been seeing. It just makes it super easy. But the maps as a whole are not at all what I expected. Now, do they feel like, you know, Operation Firestorm? Do they feel like Caspian Border in terms of size and stuff like that? Yeah. Did I expect them to be a little bit more action-packed? Yes. I thought that there was going to be more concentrations where people would kind of flock to, where there'd be a lot of action, but it seems like it's like they have buildings going straight down the middle of the maps, but then at least on Capture the Flag, but then after that a lot of the right and left flanks are just wide open. There's not a lot of cover. It makes it really difficult to flank, especially against a competent team who's set up. I've noticed on Capture the Flag in particular, a lot of people just sit in the spawn. And that's one thing I want to kind of touch on, is the spawns in Capture the Flag are absolutely horrendous. This particular clip right here, I left it in here, and this is, I had to quit. When I was in this Jeep, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore, because it was just absolutely just a prime example of spawn killing, because people spawn right in front of you, and I don't want to play like that. It's boring. Once I noticed that, hey, I'm actually in their spawn and they're going to keep spawning here, I jumped out of the Jeep and I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I mean, this is not fun. This is not what Battlefield is, and this is what Capture the Flag turns into a lot of times. That you'll get a tank that just sits in there, you know, the entire team will push all the way back because they want to defend their flag, but then no one pushes forward, and what you'll get is standoffs. What you'll get is spawn trapping. I have an example coming up here in a couple seconds where we're up on a rock and our entire squad is pushed up, but no one else is with us. It's just our squad, and we can't get into the flag because, you know, there's like 24 people camping in the flag versus one squad, and they're constantly respawning back there. So what a lot of times you get is just you push all the way up behind a rock trying to get into there to capture the flag, and nothing actually happens. You know, eventually you just get overrun by people. And it's frustrating, but I think that as the DLC is out a little bit longer, you will see, you know, people start to loosen up a little bit. You'll see people move around and actually explore parts of the maps, but the maps do look awesome. And this is the example I'm talking about right here. We're trying to push forward. It's just me and like 2 other people at best. Everyone else is back in the spawn camping. We're trying to push into there, but there's just too many lines of sight. There's just too much wide openness for us to really push in with the way these guys are playing, because they are so ingrained in their base playing defense, trying to protect that flag. So that's one of the downsides of it. I'm not saying that's a negative thing or a bad thing. Like I said, I think it'll kind of iron out as the DLC's been out a little bit longer. But that's one thing I've noticed right off the bat. Now, first thoughts about in-game. Do I like it? Yes and no. I do enjoy it. I think the maps are beautiful. I like Capture the Flag. I think it just needs some tuning. I think people need to kind of break out of their shell to be a little bit more exciting. I think Capture the Flag is better on not 64-person servers. I think it's better for like 24 to 32-person servers. But some of the maps seem a little bit odd. Like, it seems like some of them are a little bit too wide open. And that makes it hard to flank. That makes it hard to really push the action. And I think that's why a lot of people get frustrated with Armored Kill, and I think that some of the mistakes of Armored Kill are in these maps. Now, do I think it's on the level of Armored Kill? Absolutely not. I think that we'll be just fine in that. Oh, look, another low-fi and chopper. But, you know, as a whole, I've been enjoying it for the most part, and boom, there we go, a Viper kill. But I guess I'll end with that, because you can't really top that. Let me know what you guys think so far of what you've played of it, since it is out on every single platform now, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.